Hello, family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is our weekend income review video, okay? So today is March 15, 2025. We're going to be looking at whatever income we made for this week. But before we do that, I'd like to say thanks to the new subscribers, guys. Welcome to the channel. If you are here because you're interested in making money, or you already know how to make money, you just want to make more of it, so you're in the right place, right? This is a financial independence retire early channel. That's what we talk about here, retiring early. Mostly we talk about the market, but we also talk about some real estate stuff here also, because this is financial independent, right? It's not only about just investing in the market. So guys, you are here in the right place. So let's get this party started. We have over 270 plus videos here. We're about to make the 279 video today. Right now, we have over 2,000 plus subscribers, on our way to 3,000 subscriber, guys. Thanks again for liking and sharing the content. Guys, remember, this is not financial advice. I am just a 52-year-old guy who makes video about my portfolio and my portfolio alone, okay? So if you like the content, love it. If you hate the content, hate it, okay? But over here, we appreciate positivity, okay? Because we're here to motivate people to invest and not to discourage people from investing. So if you have a better way of doing it, let us know, but do not try to discourage people from investing, okay, guys? So let's get this party started, as we're going to go into the first portfolio. Okay, guys, the first portfolio, I can't even talk. The first portfolio. Now, the first portfolio is my Charles SCHWEB Portfolio. We got some money that came into the portfolio this week, guys. And I was so busy that I didn't even pay attention to the money that came in, and I didn't spend it. But come Monday, we will see how things going to go in the market, and we can keep our fingers crossed, right? So we can spend that money, right, and get more positions, right? That's what we're gonna do, get more positions. So the next week, when we getting paid, we'll be getting in some serious dough. Okay. Now this is our best week, right? Because this is a week that Misty pays us. But with that being said, let's clear up some of this stuff, right? With that being said, other weeks are decent also, but this week is like usually a heavy week. Now I was looking back at the income for last month, this week, and the income. Let me see, right? Yeah, the total income for February this week, the total income for March. It's not that big of a difference, even though Misty um, paid less than it paid last time. And then even though I have less Misty in my other portfolio because of margin calls, they had to sell 300 shares of my Misty to cover margin calls in my other portfolio. But even with all of that, right, the amount of money we made last month in this week is like almost the same. But, spoiler alert, whatever you want to call it. But let's get down to it. Okay, guys? So, Misty, let me bring my calculator, my trusted calculator over here. Let me bring this up to where are we? All right, so we're right here, the 10th. And I just put it right there. Right there. Okay, let me move my face out the way. I guess I can be in the middle right here. Y'all ain't got to see my face. I already know I had some, man. So, see from right here, this is the 10th this week, 68 cents, and then the 14, 312. Okay? So, let's start. All right. So, we go 0.68, 1.25, 2.75, 0.27, 2.51, 6.56. All right, and then 8.04, We got 3, 1, 2, 6, 9. So that give us $344.75. Now, this is just for this week, okay? So last week we didn't do too bad. So if you add last week and this week, right, we are almost at $400, right? And we still have 2 more weeks to go. All right. So between last week and this week, we at close to $400 in this portfolio for this month, and we still have 2 more weeks to go. So it's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. All right. So let's for me it's not bad, right? That's a small account. Under right now the portfolio is under $10,000. Summary, go back. Right now the portfolio is under $10,000, right? Its account value 9,200. Of course, it's down like a couple of $1,000, right? But come on, interweb. So we're down 2,200, and it's generating close to right now. I would say close to $600 a month. So $600 a month compared to what we have in the portfolio, that's over half of the value of the portfolio, right? In income. So that's pretty good. All right. So let's go to Robinhood. Now, guys, if you knew, right, I just transferred my entire Robinhood portfolio from Robinhood to Fidelity. The process already started. In the back end, a lot of the stuff already transferred over. And so by, I would say next week sometime, I will start to create the new, positions. It will be like pretty much the same positions that I have in the portfolio, except maybe one or two. But that's pretty much by it, right? And I'll be adding a couple more things to the portfolio as I grow. Now, this portfolio is specifically for my daughter's tuition, right? So whenever she finishes school or going to school, we pay her tuition out of here. That's the main reason for this portfolio. That's why I started this portfolio. I sold all of my crypto, and not all of it, about 90% of my crypto, and put that money in here, pay off some bills, and that's what I did. Okay, and then I added margins to scale the account. Of course, with all the stuff going on right now, the margins start digging at me. So now I'm trying to balance it out. So the goal was, instead of waiting to see what happened and go into the struggles, I'm just going to put them all in one portfolio, all of my margin account in one portfolio. That's where I don't have to deal with margins in multiple portfolios, just like I did with Charles SCHWEB. Because of margins, I move it to Fidelity, and because of margins, I move this portfolio to Fidelity and open a new and start new. Not open a new account. I don't have to. I can just add money and buy stuff in the portfolio. Okay, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But we got paid dividend, right? And right now our buying power is like 11K. We got paid a little bit of dividend, and if you go in here, right, we have a buffer of 2,000 something. Now, all of this money, like I say, is going to be transferred over to Fidelity. So that's going to help the Fidelity account also. And, it's going to work out. But what I was telling you guys, this don't usually show up when I'm when I log into the site. But you can set your borrowing limit to whatever it is. So like right now, with the margins being used is 48,000, I can set the borrowing limit to 49,000 in margins, and then I won't have to use the rest of this margin, right? So that will eliminate a lot of this 11,000 something dollars you see right here. That will eliminate that, and the more I get money into the account, I can just adjust that borrowing limit. It will keep me from using that margin until it go down to zero. That can take 3 to 4 months. That can take 6 months to pay off this $48,000. The market can hold strong and do what it's got to do. And then if you get to a point where the market is dropping to where you have extra, you can always turn this off to where you can go back and use the margin to buy more positions. Okay, I just want to show you guys that. I talk about this all the time. As far as this, setting this limit will help you pay down your margin faster. Except right now, I don't have the patience to do that. So that's why I transferred out of that and starting. I'm gonna start over fresh. Um, Not fresh. I mean, pretty much the same stuff. But this is the recent dividend. That come into the portfolio. It's not a lot of stuff that come into this portfolio. But we're gonna start from the 13, right? 13. This is from the previous week. So we're gonna start from the 13 and go on up. Okay. Now everything is centralized. So we're gonna go from the 13 until we get to. We're gonna stop right here. So these last two, this is for the next week. So we're not gonna do those two. What is it pending? So we're just gonna stop at pending. All right. So that way I don't have to. When we see pending, we're gonna stop. When we go up to it's a pending, we're gonna stop there. All right. Let me bring my trusted calculator. I can move my handsome face to this side since we're gonna bring the calculator over here. All right. And let me make sure. 7, right? That, yeah. All right. So you see curve pay. We got 2 curve position I paid this week. And it's 25 cents, 50 some cents. Um, Once I move this stuff over, the goal is to get these positions, those curve positions, to pay just as much money. But I haven't been ready putting money into those, except for the reinvestment. And of course, 50 cents, 25 cents reinvesting into the portfolio. It's going to take a little time to get it up there. So I got to add more funds to those portfolio, to those positions in the portfolio. All right. 0.5. Plus 180. 6, 1, 2, 0, 2, All right. Look like I don't know what did I miss something somewhere? I'm gonna have to do this over. I feel like I missed something somewhere. I feel like I missed something somewhere, guys. So it's 25, right? Why do I feel like I missed something? All right. So 0.25 plus 421.79, 271.62.20.61. All right, 1807.06. All right, 0.86, 0.25, 0.55. Okay, that's $2,623.18. I mean, and 23 cents. What I get the 18s from? All right, 0.3. Okay, I did it twice. That's what I get. So if you guys, my number is jacked up. That is jacked up. All right, so that's that. So let's get out the. Let me find my screenshots. Because you know I gotta pull up my screenshots. All right, so this is a screenshot I took. Now you see some of these is from the 10th, right? They don't have like a date in the middle that says, "Oh, this is paid." You might get it on the 10th, but it's from the previous week. So sometimes I will leave those out when I do the calculation. Um, like the like this one right here, right? Let me move this out the way. Like this right here said pending, but it have a date of the 31st. It said pending. It have a date of the 18th. Um, you know, those are from coming month, right? It's coming at the end of the month, and this coming on next week. So I always try to separate those. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna do this. All right, let me open this up here. All right, and I just gotta remember to go back that way. Right, back. I'll go forward. Okay, I gotta remember to go back. Why is it not going back? Okay, and that's the other one. And that's the other. Okay, so let's see if it works now. One, two. Okay. Oh man, stuff I hate doing. All right, so all of these, right? Let's go back and look through them. Why is it doing that every time I click on it? One, two, one, two, three. Why is it like the same stuff? It look like it's the same stuff. Did I do the same screenshot twice? Oh my goodness. I hate this. Ugh. Don't tell me I did the same screenshot twice. Listen, well, it's not impossible. Okay, that's the other one. That's this the one I have the 17. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna make it work. Okay, we're gonna make it work. But let's get down to business because we ain't got all day to be doing this. All right, let me move. I got multiple screens. Oh my word! Oh my days! Let me see. That's the same stuff. No, see, yes, it's the same stuff. It's the freaking same stuff. But I don't. No, it's not. All right, guys. I am just gonna get you what's on the screenshot, and then that's it. I did this earlier, so um, but as you can see, I do make mistakes, and I was trying to make sure I had it correct because I don't want to give you guys the wrong number. But we're gonna do our best to get it accurate as possible. All right, so everything in here is from the 10th, so we're gonna calculate this sheet first. Okay, so we're doing the one in the green, the one in black is stuff that's going back into the account. So they give it to you, then they take it away because it's been reinvested. All right, so we got 52.30 plus 3.76, 7.55 plus 59.56 plus. All right, so I move my trusted thing out of the way. USA. Okay, so it's the same stuff there. That is the same. All right, and this one looks different. So this is different. All right, because I thought I only had the wrong thing, but this one looked different. So all of these, except for this one, as of March 13th. So I mean, this is still good because this is from Wednesday. This is from Thursday. So all of these are good. Okay, and we got stuff on the bottom and go up. So we go plus 79.74, 3.03, 513, 28.59, 6.02, 1.92, and then 1.15. Okay, so that's the second one. All those are calculated. I'm going to close this and close that. Move this guy over here. This is the last one. That's the 1.1 something right there we just calculated. This is going all the way up until right there. It stops right there. The other one is from next week. All right. So we're going to do from here to there. So we get 8.84. Then we got Misty 7,448.95, 504.83, 438.10. Then we have 969.52. And then we got that, whatever that is, 0.51. So let's give us $9,659.50. Okay, let's see if that number matched up. Yes, that number matches up to what I have in the system. So guys, let me move this calculator out the way. Let me drag this out the way. So with that being said, right, this is what we made for this week. Okay, total $12,626.28. Now, for all the stuff that happened, my portfolio went down all this amount of money, right? And with all of the balancing act I've been doing in the portfolio, this week we're able to generate $12,000, $12,600 in the portfolio. And of course, this is going to be a big, big help towards dealing with margin calls, right? Going forward. And like I said, we're not spending no more money right now. We're going to wash. If we spend any money, it's probably going to be probably Wednesday. Rest of the week, we're just going to watch the portfolio and see what's going on with the portfolio. This is a big help. This is what I was talking about earlier, right? This week, if we go back to the previous week that Misty paid, right? And we made less money last month in Misty, but we made a little bit more money in the Fidelity portfolio than we made in, in Robinhood portfolio. We made a little bit more money than we made this month. last month, right? So this month we only made 2,000, and last month we made 3,000. But we made 8,000 in the Fidelity portfolio, and then we made 9,000 in the Fidelity portfolio. So if we go back in Charles SCHWEB, we did $30 and $336, $336.27. Then we did this month we do $344.75. So it's a little, they kind of balance themselves out. But going forward, right, any money we get from this portfolio now, next month or next week, when the income come in, hopefully everything would have been transferred over, and then we can start afresh. So even if I get $1 from the Robinhood portfolio next week, that will be fine, because I don't want to go a week where we don't get nothing from Robinhood. Okay, guys. So I know a lot of people say they like these videos. I hate doing these videos. They take a lot of time. Everything is being transferred over, so everything is still looking like it looked yesterday. Between the portfolios, we're still down a lot of money in the portfolios. So I mean, goal is to continue to invest, but we are halfway to 60K a month. So we did 60K a month in less than, we went from what was that, 2K a month to 30K a month in 6 months. That's a big jump. So doing an additional 30K in a year, I figured was possible. But then, of course, we cannot control the market with everything that's going on in the market right now. It kind of put a damper in our portfolio. And of course, you cannot give up. You got to continue to invest. And as you continue to invest, these numbers changes. I always say estimate it. So right now, right, if we look at last week, where's my trusted accumulator? Yeah. If we look at last week, so we got this week. Where's my thing at? Let's see. It can make sense when I'm talking. So last week we did 6,000, right? This week we did 12,000. So let's add it up. The 2 weeks combined. Let's see what we got. So we got 6,178.57 plus 12,627.28. So $18,000, right? We did $18,800 in 2 weeks. Now we still have 2 more weeks to go. It's possible that we can do $12,000 in the next 2 weeks, right? It's possible, because so we can go back and say, well, but the previous week it doesn't really help, right? Because look, the third week we did 4,600. The other week we did 4,500, right? So if we combine both of those together, right, that's just $9,000, right? 9,000 and change, right? So we're still short $2,000, 2,000 something dollars. So, but anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. At this point, we are already 18, and the next week we might do 6. Now, the one thing that will help push that income up is Alti, because now Alti went to weekly, and I do have a lot of Alti. So if Alti pays the same amount of money it's going to pay this week and next 2 weeks, that would be like $1,000 something. So that if we do 4,545, we'll still be like $1,000 short. So we still come close to 30, but I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm just rambling. I'm just guessing right now. You guys get it. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for liking and sharing the content. I hope this motivates you guys. Okay. So in 2 weeks, right, we've generated $18,000, almost $19,000 in income from the small portfolio, right? A very small portfolio. Okay. And people's like, oh, sell your stuff, da, 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 da. Guys, Patience is a virtue. It took me 5 years to get here. Okay, so there's a reason God brought me onto this stuff to build generational wealth. That's why I tried to share this with many people as possible. And the best way for me to share this is through this platform because it reaches millions and millions of people. And if you are patient, right, and learn the stuff the right way, like that's why I always tell you guys, remember to add dividend kings and dividend aristocrats to your portfolio, right? Remember to add those because they help your portfolio in time like this when the market go crazy. You know, no matter how bad the market is, there's always going to be companies that's doing okay. Okay, there's going to be one or two in there that are doing okay, and depending on what you have in your portfolio, it will help you. Okay, guys. Like I said, this is not financial advice. We're going to see how next week is going to be. Tomorrow video going to be kind of funny. I had some funny experiences this past week, and I want to share that with you guys. Um, and I can't wait to have this conversation. My sweetheart is coming to town today. I'm gonna go pick her up from the airport in about 10 hours. You'll be here in about 10 hours, right? And we miss each other so much that we just been fighting the entire time because it's like every time whatever I say to her is it can't. She's mad because she's so sensitive right now. But guys, thanks for all the support. I was gonna go to the beach today, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna go to the beach. I already went to the beach twice in this past week. So I'm gonna go wash my car, wait for my baby to get here, and we're gonna do this tomorrow, guys. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I would like to know how you guys' portfolios are doing. Whether you have margins or not, it doesn't matter. I'd like to know how each and every one of you guys' portfolio are doing. I hope you guys are doing good. Even if you're making $5 a week, right? The next week you're gonna make more. And if this is your first month or second month, right? Your portfolio, depending on what's going on, right? You should see a little growth in your portfolio, whatever about a penny or 2 pennies every week or every month, right? That's what we're looking at. We're just looking for that little growth to get to the next level. So guys, I hope this video helped you, keep you in the right mindset. And if you have money to invest, this is the best time than ever. Like I always say, if you can buy something at $50 comfortably, and if it go on $30, now you're scared to buy it, that don't make no sense to me. That's just buying stuff at a discount. I love you guys. We'll do this tomorrow. Peace out.